Good morning, guys. It's a beautiful Tuesday morning, and I'm here in Matthew chapter 2, continuing. We're going to be going along with the story of Jesus. Now, from verse 3, it says, King Herod was deeply disturbed when he heard this, which is the news that there was a king born to the Jews, as was everyone in Jerusalem. He called a meeting of the leading priests and teachers of the religious law and asked, "Where is the Messiah supposed to be born?" "In Bethlehem in Judea," they said, "for this is what the prophet wrote. And you, O Bethlehem, in the land of Judah, are not the least among the ruling cities of Judah. A ruler will come from you who will be the shepherd for my people Israel." Now here it was, Herod heard the news that a Messiah or a king was born to the Jews, and of course he was king, so he was looking at his throne. And then he asked where, and so they were able to tell him that the word of God had prophesied that this was going to happen in Bethlehem. Now, two things I want to point out quickly. The first thing is that this was fulfillment of prophecy, fulfillment of what God had said thousands of years ago. He said that the child was going to be born in Bethlehem in Judea, a ruler that was going to be like no other. And here it was, they were seeing this come to pass. And so that little tidbit is to remind us that whatever it is that God has spoken into your life and about your life, his word comes to pass. Once he spoke it, it is going to come to pass. This was thousands of years ago. It may be weeks ago, months ago, years ago, but God always keeps his word. Once he said it, it will come to pass. And secondly, I want to point out, because they say Bethlehem, you are not the least among the ruling cities. It means then that the trend was that Bethlehem was a nothing. It was a nobody. It wasn't no big fancy city the way, Jerusalem was known and Babylon was known and all these other cities were known. I have competition from my pirate friends this morning. But yes, the point is that Bethlehem was not seen as a great place. But yet, God decided that from this same city that was not a great thing, that people would probably dismiss and shy away from and don't think too much of, right there is where he's going to have the King of Kings being born. And so what I want to do is to remind us that many people may not think of you as anything much. They may not see you as the great one in the family, as the high riser in the family, and you may even see you as the black sheep, the one that is always in problems or whatever the case may be. That doesn't mean that God sees you that way. God sees you as peculiar. God sees you as his prized possession, as the apple of his eye, as someone who's special to him and his purpose. Each one of us got a special purpose, and there's something great about what you have to do. The others around you may not see it, but you may be a Bethlehem today where people don't think too much of you. They look down on you. They don't think of you. They don't associate great and you. They're like, no, those two don't go together. But I want to remind us, that's not how God sees you. He is seeing the greatness that he has placed inside of you. And he is saying this morning, out of you will come something that is so big and so great that the people around are going to be amazed and in awe of what he's going to do in your life. All right? That's my word of reminder. You remember, his word will come to pass, and it doesn't matter what your beginning may look like. He's got your end fully planned out. All right? That's my word to you this morning, what God placed in my heart. I hope it blesses you. And remember, he loves you, and I do too. Have a terrific Tuesday.